Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 9. Now, the last story arc had to deal with Mr. Negative's kind of filler story between what's going on with this Zodiac guy. Or the Zodiac gang, excuse me. And in this particular issue, we get our artist back, which is Giuseppe Comicoli, which I prefer on the Spider-Man books. He did the Amazing Spider-Man series in the past, and he's jumped on this one as well. So I like the artwork in the book. I like the coloring in the book. Spider-Man feels a little bit more like Spider-Man. He looks a little bit better. I just love his artwork so much more than in the last series. There's some good details in here and whatnot, and a lot of the issue takes place in space and actually Spider-Man falling from the sky here. So yeah, it was pretty cool to see the artwork in this book. So what did I think about this particular story this time around, written by Dan Slott? All right, so in this issue, like I said, it continues the Zodiac gang, and we have Scorpio involved. Nick Fury's looking at Peter Parker in the issue. He's looking for him in here, and what happens is kind of Spider-Man takes charge and says, Peter's in a think tank, and he's like, come on, Nick. It's like, I got something that will help you. And so basically what happens in this issue is you wind up seeing Spidey team up with Nick Fury and taking out his own shield satellites, because Scorpio took them all over and whatnot. So now they got to dismantle them all. So that's basically what's happening. Plus they got to find out what's going on, where Zodiac gang is, and trying to retrieve this artifact and everything else. So in this issue we get to see some more crazy characters that can predict the future, which is, I think, is Gemini. They're two twins and whatnot, and they can predict the future only one day ahead. So they have this whole plan of what Spider-Man is going to do. And so throughout the issue, you get to see Nick Fury and Spidey team up again, just destroying all these different types of satellites. And then Spider-Man finds his location. So he's like, Nick Fury, you go over to the International Space Station and you go hang out over there while I go to France. And the next thing you wind up seeing is Spider-Man winds up making his re-entry into Earth in this spacesuit that he developed. And we can see as he's making his way to approach actual Earth, the actual suit is breaking apart, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know if this is gonna hang on." He's like, "I'm not Iron Man," and so the comical moments were there at certain times, which I could appreciate. The best thing, though, in this story had nothing to do for me with the main story. It had to do with this few panels right here that had to do with Anna Marie. And we find out now that she has this new love interest. And we all know that the backup memory of Dr. Octopus's brain is now in the actual living brain robot. And he sees Anna Marie having a relationship with this guy. And so we can see that he's kind of freaking out in the actual robot's body. And it was mentioned here real quick about what was going on, and Anna Marie's like, Brain, what's wrong with your vocal cords? And then they kind of veered off from it. So for me, that was the most interesting part. Yeah, it was kind of cool seeing how Peter would re-enter the atmosphere and see if his suit would hold up. But nevertheless, this whole story, it didn't progress anything. All we got out of it was basically, hey, I found the satellite. Now we know where Scorpio is. Let me re-enter the atmosphere, and then Scorpio's waiting for him at the end with his artifact to get ready to destroy Spider-Man. So overall, yes, it continues the story of this Zodiac gang, but it never really progressed the story all that much at all. It took up the whole issue just for Spider-Man to find where Scorpio is, his location, and then he winds up just meeting him right in front of him. So it was an okay issue. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either. So I gotta give this book probably It was average for me. I gotta give it 3 out of 5 stars. I'm wavering between 3 and 3 1/4. That's kind of like where I'm at with it. I'm happy that Giuseppe Comicoli is on it. I like the humor that Spider-Man had. I like the little teaser once again, Doctor Octopus. But what I'm really looking forward to in this story is for this story arc to end, and we're gonna get to the next major story arc, where it's called Power Play, and that has to deal with. Regent and some of the other characters that are in here as well. So and then don't forget to go to Free Comic Book Day, because now there's another Spider event happening as well, and it's going to be introduced to Free Comic Day. So yeah, 3 out of 5 stars for me. Nothing great here. I'm tired of the Scorpio gang. I just want this story to end. So, guys, in the comments below, tell me what you thought of this book. Was it underwhelming for you as it was for me? Are you looking for this story to finally end and let's move on with stories with Peter Parker and Spider-Man's life here? Because I feel like he fought so many better villains and foes, and this Zodiac gang is like B-rated villain, and it's just been going on now forever. So yeah, so that's it. That's all I have for Spider-Man this week. Again, just underwhelming, and 3 out of 5 stars from me. So guys, in the comments below, again, tell me what you thought. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, fans. See you soon. Bye.